Okay, where was I at? Oh, great. Oh, there we are. Okay. I can just... come in. What can I do for you?
I have a bone to pick with you.
Oh?
My character, the innkeeper's wife, well, I have reservations about the script.
How so?
My character, well, my husband's character, that is to say, our story. Well, the inn seems to be getting a bad rap over this Joseph and Mary thing. They arrive in the middle of the night, during a census-taking time, no less, looking for a room. The young woman was obviously very tired after the journey and due to give birth at any time. The innkeepers were compassionate people. His wife, yours truly, even gave her some clothes to swaddle the baby. But they had a reputation to uphold. And spreading these stories about a pregnant mother having to give birth in a lowly stable, their stable, well, that thing would keep them off the best inns to stay at in Bethlehem list.
I didn't know there was a best inns to stay at in Bethlehem list.
Well, there should be. They did, after all, give the couple shelter when they had nothing else available. Mm-hmm. Well, there was that little room off the kitchen, but they could get good money for that, and the couple, quite frankly, was not from an upper class to be able to afford that. With so many people traveling, one has to keep one's prices at a level appropriate for the trade.
What do you suggest?
I think the innkeeper and the inn should be treated with more respect, befitting their status.
I see. You seem to be quite passionate about this character. Why do you suppose that is?
Well, a wise director I once worked with, this isn't my first acting role, you know, taught me that you have to get into your character's head to understand how they feel and why they react the way they do. I just think the inn and the innkeepers are getting bad press.
Yes, understanding your character will make it more believable. But I think you may be missing an important point. Have you ever thought about the fact that the innkeepers possibly had the best press ever?
No.
Who in the years to come could say that Christ, God's Son, was born in their humble inn? Oh, yes, it may have been the stable, but those innkeepers were part of the prophecy of Christ's birth. Do you remember Micah 5:2?
Oh my, yes, one of my favorite verses. But you, O Bethlehem, who are too little to be among the clans of Judah, from you shall come forth for me one who is to be ruler in Israel, whose coming forth is from of old, from ancient days.
The Bible doesn't give us details about the innkeepers. However, God did not want his son born in a wealthy establishment. He sent his son to a humble abode for his own reasons, and your characters, the innkeepers, were part of that. It was in fact a blessing that Christ was born in that inn and laid in that specific manger.
I hadn't thought of it that way. You've given me something to consider. God chose my character's humble inn as a start to the greatest story ever told. I like that. Best press ever. Very cool.
Very cool indeed. See you at rehearsal.
Yes.
Best inns to stay at in Bethlehem list. Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, what was I doing? All right. Did I ever get anything accomplished here? Oh, no. No. Ever get anything accomplished here? Oh, no. This all feels so familiar. 2 weeks from opening, and we still have a long way to go before we're ready. Where do I even begin? Joseph is so monotone and indifferent. I would imagine that he would be anything but indifferent, finding out his betrothed was expecting. Give me more, Joseph. The wise men are too busy with their wisecracks to pay attention and can't keep their blocking straight. And let's not forget, the whole production hinges on an angel who can't seem to remember his lines. Lord, I am grateful for the cast and crew that you have provided for this production. I know their hearts are in the right place. Well, most of them anyway. Lord, help me to have the right attitude and give me the grace and the patience that I need so that I can help them bring the truth of the Christmas message to life. Well, that's all we really want to do, is tell everyone the good news of Christmas. Lord, please help us to do our best and to honor you with excellence in all that we do. In Jesus' name. Come in. Hey, boys. What's going on?
Yo, bro. Nice fit, yo.
Ooh, he's right, man. That fit is sick. Anyways, my broski and I gotta have some face-to-face with you, fam. Gotta give you the tea. This script is fire, but we aren't sure that we can vibe with the squad anymore. We're getting bullied at school. We think we want to take our talents up the road. We can rep all our homies and get the credit we deserve without getting burnt.
Could you possibly repeat that in English, my good fellow?
Sure. Duncan said, "Hello, Kim. I really like your new A of1 hoodie."
Oh.
And Nate said, he's right, Kim. Your new A of1 hoodie is nice.
Thank you.
Anyway, my brother and I have to speak to you about something really important. The script is really good, but we're not sure we can continue with this production any longer. You see, we are really getting made fun of at school. We're thinking we may need to start working with another theater company that's not so, well, Christian, just so that we can use our talents without getting made fun of.
Yeah, all that. Does that make sense?
It does. But thanks for coming to me and being honest, boys. That's really rough. Believe me, I get it. High school is hard enough to navigate, and being a Christian can make it seem even harder. I get it, I really do. But since we're being open and honest, can I ask you guys a question?
Oh, yeah,
Sure.
sure.
Is that the only reason you'd like to leave the show?
Well, no, not really. The honesty is a huge part of it, but there's more.
Come on, broski. We agreed we weren't going to get into this.
Guys, we've been working together for a long time. Nate, you'll always be little Bobby to me. We've come a long way since that first show, eh, guys? Oh, look, I knew there was something more going on here. So come on, and how do you kids say it these days? Spill the tea.
Okay. Just promise us one thing first.
What?
Don't ever say that again.
That'll be an easy promise to keep. But seriously, Nate, Dunk, what's going on? This isn't like you guys. We have 2 weeks before we open. How am I going to replace you at such short notice?
Well, the truth is, the director from Tall Tales Theater Company saw me on our last show. They're also doing a huge holiday extravaganza this holiday season, and they've offered me a really, really great part. He offered Nate one too. He also said there might be some serious talent scouts coming around to see the show. This could really be our shot. We're on our way to the first rehearsal with them now.
And, they have an awesome coffee bar backstage. I don't have to buy my coffee on the way to rehearsal anymore.
Now I think we're really getting to the heart of the matter. Duncan, did you say holiday extravaganza? So, Christmas with no Jesus. Guys, can I ask you another question? Have you ever read Matthew 10?
Suppose I probably have, but I can't recall off the top of my head.
Why, is that the Christmas story?
No, but stay with me for a moment, okay? It's a chapter all about Jesus sending out the 12 disciples to preach the gospel. He gives them all sorts of instructions. He talks to them about being sheep among the wolves and about the persecution they're going to experience. He even tells them that sometimes family relationships will be strained because of the gospel. But the verses I want you to consider are 32 and 33, where Jesus says, "Whoever acknowledges me before others, I will acknowledge before my Father in heaven. But whoever disowns me before others, I will disown before my Father in heaven." With that said, let me ask you, why do you think we're doing this Christmas production?
Share the story of Jesus' birth, I suppose. A God came to earth as a baby to save mankind.
Mm-hmm.
This company has always been about preaching the gospel through dramatic arts.
Indeed it has. And it's come at a cost for many of us over the years. Listen, Nate, Dunk, I know it's hard being a Christian in high school. I've literally been there, done that, and designed a few t-shirts along the way. Seriously. The point is, you guys are at a real crossroads. And if you feel that joining Tall Tales Theater Company so that your buddies will take it easy on you in school and possibly further your career is your best choice, I'll understand. I really will. I'll even be in the front row at one of your performances. But let me ask you one more question. Do you know how the original 12 disciples died?
Some of them, I think. Wasn't Peter hung upside down? He was hung on a cross, upside down, because he didn't want to be hung the same way as Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't John. Wasn't he left on
Desert Island.
desert island to die? I don't know about the rest, though.
Well, we don't know 100% of how all of them died, but history does tell us that most of them died cruel deaths because of their faith. Some of them were even tortured. Even to this day, Christians all over the world are being persecuted for their faith. And I'm not just talking about being made fun of in the hallways between classes. Look, Duncan, you're a really talented young man. God has given you an incredible gift. You too, Nate. It's up to each of you to decide how you're going to use that gift individually. Jeremiah 31 is another great chapter in the Bible, and it tells us that God has a purpose and a plan for each one of us. And I believe that if you just keep being faithful, that God will open the right doors for you at the right time. I don't believe for a second that you have to take Christ out of Christmas or out of high school, for that matter, to be successful. If you just remain faithful, I know that God has amazing
My bad,
plans
Kim.
for you
Can
guys.
you give me 1 sec? I really need to take this call. Hey, this is Nate. Yeah, I just saw your text. I know. We'll be there in about 10 minutes. We just had to make a quick stop along the way. Wow. Oh, wow. So it's for sure been confirmed that one of the scouts from Montreal will be there? Awesome. You know, I've had some time to do some thinking. We really would love to be a part of the holiday extravaganza, but it's just not a holiday. It's Christmas. And Christmas without Christ? Well, that's just not Christmas at all for me, for us. Please keep us in mind for future roles, though, and keep that awesome coffee right backstage me, would you? Thanks. Take it easy.
Man, what did you just do? This is my shot. Mine. You had no right to take that away from me. It was me they came looking for. You're the one getting made fun of at school, so I brought you along for the ride. I thought this is what we wanted.
You're right. It is. Well, it was. I'm not gonna lie. It has been hard at school lately, but Kim's right. This message is too important to sell out now. Besides, I want to be a man of my word. Shows integrity. This cast and crew have been working so hard for months now. We can't just leave with 2 weeks left to go. That's not right. So I'm sorry, Dunk. I just don't think it's right to leave now.
Whatever, bro. I'm out of here. Good luck getting Tall Tales to cast you again. I sure won't help you a second time. Anyway, I gotta run. Already late. See you at home later, I guess. Hey, sorry about this, Kim. And Nate, let me tell Mom and Dad when I'm ready. I'm ready, okay? All right.
Thanks, Kim, for everything. And I'm sorry. I wish I'd never agreed to go along with my brother. He's a great guy, honest. He just wants to make acting his career so bad and is struggling on waiting with God's timing. I love acting too, and I'm tired of getting made fun of at school for being a Christian. But you know what? Even if at some point I leave this company, I'm not leaving my faith. It's who I am. So, I can't leave. This is where I belong.
I'm proud of you, Nate. Really proud. And don't worry about Duncan. He's on a journey. Let him take it. God is so much bigger than Audience of One. Bigger than Tall Tales Theater Company, and bigger than any plans Duncan might think he has. But he needs to figure that out for himself. And he will. Just give him time.
You're right. Again. Thanks so much. Again.
I love you, Nate.
I love you too. You really should consider that coffee bar, though. I'll see you out there in a few for rehearsal.
Okay. Kids, And now I have to find another shepherd.